Hey y'all, and welcome back to Supper the Family Table. Today's video is a fun one. It is a collaboration hosted by Jessica over at Jessica Melrose and Tiffany over at Small Town 6. They are hosting Crockpot collabs every month for the rest of the year, and I am so excited. Y'all know I love some Crockpot recipes because I have been doing Crocktober all month long, so I can't wait to share some of my favorite recipes, really easy, yummy ones with y'all. And I can't wait for y'all to see the whole playlist, and I can't wait to see the whole playlist of what everybody else is making in their Crockpot and get some great ideas. So I will leave both Jessica's and Tiffany's channel down below and the whole playlist, so be sure and check it out. And now let's go ahead and get started. The first recipe I'm going to share with y'all is Crockpot broccoli mac and cheese. So this one is really yummy, real easy to do, just a few simple ingredients. So you're going to start in the beginning of the day by putting in your water, 2 bags of frozen broccoli florets, and then you're going to let that be in the crock pot on low for all day, or on high for like 2 to 4 hours. Then at that point you're going to salt your water, drop your pasta. So you're going to want to do like 12 ounces of pasta. I use brown rice pasta. You can literally use any kind of pasta you want here. Just watch it. Cook it for about 30 minutes. Then you'll drain your water. You'll add in some 1 to 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and you'll add in some sausage. I use my homemade sausage recipe. I've shared it here before. I have it on my blog. I will link it down below, but it's really good, really easy, and just doesn't have all the yucky additives in there. So literally just stir all that together and you have a really, really yummy broccoli mac and cheese. Add in some paprika, a couple herbs if you want to, some salt and pepper, and you are good to go. It is so yummy and delicious. Really easy one to pull together. Next up is Crockpot Cheeseburger Soup. This one is also really easy, super yummy. It just requires a few ingredients, so I'm going to show you all how to pull it together real fast. First, you're just going to need to brown 1 pound of ground beef or ground turkey. You can also use ground deer. I use them all interchangeably, just whatever I have that day. And so you're going to want to brown that up, and then in a minute you'll see that I'm going to add in a few tablespoons of butter, and then let that melt around, and then add in a few tablespoons of flour. I even use whole wheat flour. You can also use like a kielbasa starch or something like that for a gluten-free version, and cook that around for just a couple of minutes. That's going to help your soup thicken up. Then I am chopping up a half a large onion, or you can use 1 small onion. And then we're going to add all of that into the crock pot, along with a quart or about 3 cups of chicken broth. I'm just using some homemade here, but you can use whatever you want. Of course, homemade is going to be really nourishing. And then you're going to need probably 5 or 6 potatoes chopped, and you're going to want to add those in, along with your seasonings, your oregano, your paprika, your salt, and your pepper. And you're going to let that cook all day on low. This one is really delicious. Everybody in my family loved it, and it's definitely become a repeat around here. Next step is easy Crockpot baked pasta. So you're gonna add in your tomato sauce, water, you're gonna add in a chopped onion and a chopped pepper and some minced garlic. You're gonna throw that in there and let that cook for a few hours on high. Also, you're gonna add in a couple seasonings like thyme, oregano, salt, and pepper. Then you're gonna let that cook all day on high, and then you will drop your pasta. So you're gonna drop 1 bag of any kind of pasta pretty much that you want: organic, whole wheat, brown rice pasta, low carb pasta. Just watch it for cooking times, add that in. Again, about 30 minutes, but that's going to depend on what kind you use. After that's cooked, top with cheese, let it melt, and you have a really easy meal that comes together quickly for the crock pot, within a couple hours, and everybody's gonna love. Last but not least is the Crockpot Italian chicken sandwiches. These were really good too. Everybody loved them. So you're going to need some tomato paste, some Italian dressing, a little bit of honey, a few seasonings. You're just going to kind of mix that up. The seasonings are in your Italian dressing, but you can definitely add in some extra herbs like I did. And so whisk that up, those few simple ingredients, and then you're going to pour that over a couple pounds of chicken breasts. Next, add on top baby tomatoes that you have cut in half and cook on low for like 6 to 8 hours or high for 4 to 6 hours. Once the chicken is cooked, you just want to shred it. It should be really easy at this point because it's super tender from being cooked all day long. Put it on your bread. If you're using just a standard flat bread, you want to toast it first. And if you're using a more sturdy bun or a homemade bread, you can throw that on there, put some cheese on top, pop it in the oven until the cheese is melted, and you have a super yummy sandwich. Thank y'all so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here from the collab, thank you so much for coming over. If you like what you see, I hope that you will subscribe and stick around. And if you're here from my channel, please go check out the collab. I will have the whole playlist as well as Tiffany and Jessica's channels linked in the description box below. So let me know, are you going to try any of these recipes? Which one are you going to try first? So I hope you all have a blessed day and come back for more.